At least 2 cameras there, 2 sound guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you the next clip, which really demonstrates, again, that part where he says, I can't help any of you.
Kept it together for her aunt. She just head down and focused like a shepherd. It's really weird because she's not even trained as a shepherd, she just took it in. Anybody?
Oh, wait a second, sorry.
I'm really sorry. No way. No chance. I'm out of here. Guys, get out of here, will you?
Sorry. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm supposed to play this one here. Okay, we'll get back to that line a little later. Okay, sorry about that.
Kept it together.
Okay, what I want you to notice here
she just head down
is this conversation between Gordon and the owners of the restaurant. Okay, so he's there talking to them.
I'm focused like a shepherd. It's really weird because she's not even trained as a shepherd. She just took it in. Claire, Catherine, where's the motivation? Where's the spirit? Anybody?
So he's asking them questions that he wants answers to, and they're just sitting there, duh, right? It makes them look stupid, or it makes them look, you know, like that they don't have an answer for him. But again, is that what really happened? Well, this is how you place cameras when you're doing an interview or a show like that, where you have Gordon here, and then all the owners over there, okay? So person 1 is Gordon, person 2 is the group of the ladies. So you have camera 1 standing beside them, shooting Gordon. You have camera 2 standing beside Gordon, shooting them. What that does is, it gives you a ton of footage of Gordon asking these questions, and they might have answered right away, you don't know. Because what they did was they filled in the footage here of them just looking at him, sort of listening to him. He could have been telling them about tonight's special. You know, it could have been anything. They could have taken that moment of the girls looking at him from any point during that 10, 15 minutes he was talking to them. But you edit it in a way so that it looks like they're sort of dumbfounded, right? So, because, I mean, we don't know how long that conversation was. It could have been long, could have been short, we don't know. So, and again, this isn't definite proof that that's what they did. This is just the techniques you can use to tell the story you want. Because the story is determined by producers and by editors. And if they find a story that they want to tell, then they'll find what they need to do to make it happen. Okay. So knowing that this is the situation we're set up in, this is called coverage, where we have coverage of all these different things. And this is a simple display. You might have 3, 4 cameras, 5 cameras. When they're shooting like The Amazing Race, they have multiple cameras following people. So it gives you a lot of coverage. So the idea is, okay, so I'm going to show you, now that you've been educated and know about how they do that, I want you to watch this.
We're scrubbing toilets.
Okay, this is the setup. They're out on the street, and they have that camera setup I mentioned, where they have coverage of both people, and you'll hear something familiar in here in a moment.
That was passion and heart. We really care. We do. We just need help. We really need your help. Please help us. Don't leave.
Okay, this is the most open you've been in terms of honesty. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. You asked me to come here and help you. I can't help any of you if you're not going to start helping yourselves.
Remember before when he said, I can't help any of you, it sounded like he was walking out and he was done? Right. But here it's the complete opposite. He's encouraging them. The music changes. It's all, I'm here to help you now, right? Totally different message. So you can take that clip and put it in a different context. I can't help any of you. Put it in a different context, it means a different thing. That's editing. That's why TV's not real. I tell my kids, right? My kids are young, and I say, and they think, you know, certain things are real and certain aren't. You know, they kind of know there's between a cartoon and a show. I tell them, if it's on TV, it's not real. News is not real. There's editing in news. It changes reality. I mean, you can be as accurate as possible. You know, that's honest. But as soon as there's an edit, things have changed. So the camera techniques allow for different angles in the edit. Like I just showed with those conversations, those moments of time can take place anywhere within that conversation. I've done the exact same thing myself when I've had to edit things where I'm going to grab, I need a shot of this person looking sad, and I might get it from a half hour before the moment I'm working with. You do what you need to tell the story. So all those camera techniques allow for the different angles in the edit. And there's things we have called cut-ins, cutaways, reaction shots, and the pace of editing, which is what will help change the emotions of the shot. If you edit faster, it makes it feel more energetic. If you do a nice slow edit, things are more relaxed. Now I'll show you an example of that. So, like I mentioned with the we have camera techniques and we have the editing tools, so cut-ins, cutaways, reaction shots. These are things that allow us to manipulate the emotions and set the pacing of a piece. So, and you also use music. If you have a piece that has like rock and roll music, it's going to give you a different mood than if you have some nice gentle Enya playing behind it. I like Enya. Okay, so the editing pace will increase or decrease tension depending on how fast the cuts are. So I'll show you a clip that demonstrates that, again, from Kitchen Nightmares. So notice at the beginning of this piece, of this clip, there's tension. There's a food critic in their restaurant, and last time he gave them a really bad review. So they're nervous about it. They're nervous about what will happen. So notice the pace of the editing and the music. Those are the two things to notice here.
It's relaunch night, and the food critic from the Philadelphia Weekly is about to take his first bite. In his last review, he called the restaurant Spuddy hell and ruined the restaurant's reputation.
Watch the camera move, zooms. It was all increased tension. Fast editing, that's like a second in edit almost. Fast editing, fast music.
Very smooth. It's good. So good to everything.
Music changes. Now there's less edits.
Worked so hard
How
for.
slow the edits are
and
now.
it's not Spuddy hell anymore. Spuddy heaven.
Like staying on for 4 or 5
Ironically,
seconds.
the man that virtually destroyed the restaurant with his review is now enjoying dish.
Oh, so easy to manipulate emotions using just music and pacing. Those are the only two things that really changed there. The edits were fast at the beginning, showed worried faces. Then he says, oh, it's great, it's potato-rific. And then all of a sudden, the editing pace really slowed down, the music changed, and now it's like, ooh, a different emotion. And that's how you can use editing to manipulate the emotions. We don't know what it was really like in the restaurant at that moment. We don't know how elated he was or how elated people were. People don't usually just go, ah, all of a sudden in real life. Emotion, it's more of a bit of a curve. But in reality television, you only have so much time to get your message across. So you got to hurry it up, right? You have 22 minutes. TV shows are either 22 or 24 minutes, a half-hour show. That's all you have to tell your story. And keep in mind that this stuff is usually, he's there for a week. So you have to take all that activity of a week's, all the activity that happens in a week, 2-3 cameras each day, all that footage, and make it 22 minutes. So it gives you a lot of source material to work with. So editing, like I said, it distorts reality. As soon as you make a cut, it's no longer real. As soon as you take a moment of time and take it out and put other things together, it's no longer real. It's changed. So we use these techniques to affect emotions and perception. Now this can be used in propaganda films. It can be used in documentaries. Documentaries, by the way, are not real either. They're still a person's perception and the message they want to get across. Because some of these documentaries have this reputation of supposed to be balanced and fair. No, they're not. They're just a guy's opinion. So let's say we have a day 10 hours long, okay? All those green triangles are the time you had a positive interaction with your kids. You smiled or played with them, whatever. All the red triangles are the times that you yelled at them. Okay, so what we do in editing is we take all those things and take all the bad moments, put it into 2 minutes, and we make you look like a terrible father. This is so easy to do. I have a friend that was on a reality show a few years ago. She was in a VJ search for Much Music, right? And knowing her personality, they made her look like a real bitch. And she does have bitchy moments, but they're here and there. But when you spend a week with a person, you can take all their worst moments and put them into this 2 minutes, and you make them look like a terrible person, and you add some dramatic music, and you've manipulated everyone's emotions to give them the story that you want to give them. It's so easy to do. So when you watch TV, just remember, it's all fake. And they're just trying to manipulate you. But it's entertaining, that's why you keep watching it, right? So, for example, I'm going to show you this little teaser from a different Kitchen Nightmares episode.
Chef Ramsay.
Oh, so they just get on the emotions so good in here. So this is from the intro of the show. This is at the beginning.
I hate him. Hate.
Tonight, Gordon Ramsay does his best to turn around this New Jersey eatery. He challenges Adele.
Why have you asked me to come here?
He confronts an uncooperative daughter.
You cannot
Fast
see
edits.
a problem.
No.
But it all might be for nothing.
Oh my God.
Because this tropical restaurant might just be impossible to save.
Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to the past.
I am devastated right now.
Crap! What happened to this person's restaurant? This
The whole thing burned down.
It looks like the whole thing burned down. You see people crying. You see there was a guy. Where was that shot of that guy? Well, the fireman looks kind of happy. Okay, but later on in the show, let's see what really happened.
The only way I know when I leave White House Station that the tropics aren't going to creep back in is to burn them.
It's just a little pile of chairs and stuff, okay? That's all it is. All the old decor that he didn't like.
Hold on, wait. Sorry, I forgot the most important thing. The sign.
So people are happy, they're celebrating. They're like, yeah, get rid of all the old stuff.
Happy I am to see that flamenco sign gone.
Ready? I'm going to leave you to the expert. Thank you so much. Please do it quickly before they change their mind.
So that's what was on fire. Right? At the beginning, it may look like the restaurant's on fire. Here's just this pile of chairs and
Anyone
stuff.
for cooked alligator?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome because that's the power of television, the power of editing, and knowing that whenever you watch something on TV, you're being manipulated for entertainment purposes. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a storytelling mechanism. Just know that when you see it, you know, don't take everything at face value. And to conclude, a great, beautiful example of how editing
Somebody had
works.
to take the babysitter home. Then I noticed she was sitting on the gummy Venus, so I grabbed it off her. Oh, just thinking about that sweet, sweet candy. Oh, I just wish I had another one right now. But the most important thing is...
That was really great, Mr. Simpson. We got everything we need.
Okay. Say, can you introduce me to the Sasquatch? I like his style. Here comes the bouncing ball of justice.
Tonight on Rock Bottom, we go undercover at a sex farm for sex hookers.
I keep telling you, I just broke Thorgum here.
Uh-huh. And where are the hookers?
Round bed. Oops.
But first, she was a university honors student who devoted her life to kids until the night a grossly overweight pervert named Homer Simpson gave her a crash course in depravity, babysitter, and the beast.
Aw, crap. Somebody had to take the babysitter home. Then I noticed she was sitting on her sweet can. I grabbed her sweet can. Oh, just thinking about her can. I just wish I had her sweet, sweet, sweet can.
So, Mr. Simpson, you admit you grabbed her can. What do you have to say in your defense? Silence will only incriminate you further. No, Mr. Simpson, don't take your anger out on me. Get back, get back! Mr. Simpson, no! Dramatization may not have happened.
So that's a little blatant, an obvious example, but pretty accurate with what you can do with editing and television. That's the end, so thank you very much. Thank you. And if there's any questions, if there's a minute, I don't know how much time we have. So
Question?
yes.
Is there anything that you have ever done on a show or something that you're like particularly proud or embarrassed of?
No.
No.
That
you can
you
answer.
reality all the time.
No, it's you know, you do what you need to do to tell the story. You know, it's not necessarily dishonest. I give people the benefit of the doubt that they know television is television. You know, it's a storytelling medium. So, but this applies to news as well and documentary. That techniques are used to get across a certain perspective using these techniques. So as long as you just remember that, then that's why further investigation is sometimes warranted if there's something you really need to know about. You know, it's having more than one source, right? That's really the idea there. So.